guys, today this is going to be a little bit of a different video. I'm actually going to be complaining about a product that I think I would get to love someday, but right now it's in a state where I just can't use it on my daily basis and integrate it into my workflow. Of course, we're talking about Dia. Dia is an absolutely amazing browser. I'm gonna go ahead and just show you things directly from my laptop that I have down here with me. And if we have a look at Dia, if you've never tried it out, this is, I think, one of the best attempts at really integrating AI into a browser in a way that is different and also gives you your own personality and doesn't feel like everybody has the same thing, right? To give you some context, Dia was created by the browser company. As you can see, this is the browser's company landing page, and they mainly have two products. One of them is Dia, and then their old product is actually Arc. Now, Arc is also a web browser, but it didn't have such a big emphasis on AI as Dia does. So if we just get back to Dia here for a second, you see that there's a lot of things that make this browser really special. Here on the left, I have a bunch of tabs open, and I can simply toggle a chat and ask anything about my open tabs. So for example, here I have a tab called YouTube Starter Story. So I can go ahead and ask the AI, can you tell me what this tab is about, and then just kind of tag my own tab, if that makes sense, and then it will chat with it. And imagine you have an Excel sheet open or a Google Sheet and then a bunch of other stuff. Maybe you want to get some information from a video and then relate it to the information on the document. And you can kind of do that as well, right? Let's go ahead and follow up this conversation with the AI. Now, can you tell me how it relates to this video? And we're gonna tag some YouTube video that we have here. How do you use AI to find a $1 million idea? Which is a great video, by the way. You need to see it if you haven't. So as you can see, AI is a very big emphasis here. All the things that you would expect from a regular browser, you can also do here as well. Like using split views, I'm gonna create a split view right now so you can multitask. Let's go back here to a new tab. I wanna show you another cool thing about Dia, which is the personalization. Now, when I told you that the browser is personal to you in a way, it is kind of true. You have a memory just like you would have in ChatGPT. It's also integrated into Dia. And then you have a bunch of stuff that you can actually tell Dia so that it speaks more of your language. It's asking you some questions like who inspires you or shapes the way you think. And then you can give some names like I did, like Sam Harris, Donald Miller, Gary Vaynerchuk. So yeah, don't laugh at my choices. And then you just give Dia some context so that it kind of personalizes the way it talks and the way it speaks to you as how you like it. There's another aspect to Dia which are called skills. And they're shortcuts in a way that you can use to summarize everything. Let's summarize this 2 tabs again and see where this would take us. And right now I'm using a skill to do that. There's a whole community of people who are creating this kind of stuff for Dia, which is pretty cool, I gotta admit, and something that I'm definitely missing out when not using this browser. But that's when we're getting to kind of the gist of this video and why am I not using this browser? And it's for a single explanation. Even though I love the browser company, this browser is not allowing me to really dive deep into it because of its customization. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the ways that you can organize your tabs inside of Dia. The first way is to actually create tab groups. Just like I did here for this project, you see that I have several tabs inside of one group, and then you can minimize that. These tabs will stay here until you actually close them. So you can close your browser. You can be like a week away from the browser and your tabs will be there. So this is the first option. You can create several groups of tabs and just have them there. But it's not my preference because you still get a lot of tabs and a lot of groups and then everything's hell, right? If you mix everything. So the next thing that you can do is actually create different profiles. And these would be my preference, actually. I have a personal profile, a consultant profile, a work profile, a content profile. So let's go ahead and go into the content profile. You see it has a different color, which is super neat. My personal one is green, and then this other one is kind of orangey. And this is all nice, But the problem here is that your accounts and everything else won't transfer between profiles. That means that if I have my Gmail open in my personal profile, it will not be open here on my work profile. The other problem here is that if I open up another profile, you'll notice that I have 3 open windows of Dia running at the same time right now, which when you're multitasking, it's really a problem for you to know which window do you need in the moment. Let's say I go into Spotify and then I want to come back to my personal Dia tab. If I was just using the regular app switcher, I would never get there, because I would be like, okay, Dia. Okay, I have this open, but where's my personal one? Oh, it's hiding behind there. So the other option you have is if you're like me and you have a Windows switcher which allows you to see the different windows, you can kind of recognize which is which, right? Like, oh, okay, this one's kind of bluish and this one seems, maybe this is it. Oh no, this was not it. So this is my personal one. And that is a huge problem for me. It's just horrible way of organizing your tabs and of organizing your accounts. As I told you, the Gmail story just repeats itself. I have like 5 different Gmail accounts that I check constantly, and all of those are needing of assigning when I go to a different profile. So if I just use my personal account across all of those different profiles, it's gonna be hell because I need to go back to the window where the personal Gmail account is open and logged in so I can log in there. Oh my god, I just go for days. Now, what stressed me the most about this situation is that the browser company actually had the best answer to this problem like months ago, years ago, when they created Arc. So if you have a look at Arc right now, if you've never used Arc, you're missing out total. It's my favorite browser. I still use it. And the browser company basically gave up on Arc. It's like, it's not going to update it anymore. It's not going to provide new features. It's just going to provide security fixes, which is great. Okay, that's, I think, the minimum they can do after just getting so many people inside of this product and loving it and then abandoning it basically for Dia. Anyways, I think that Arc had the best answer into tab organization and tab management of any browser that I've tried. So same as Dia here, you got your sidebar on the left. You can hide it and not. You can create folders actually where tabs will stay forever until you close them. I have a bunch of folders, and you can have tabs that will automatically close in 12 hours if you don't do anything, like these tabs that are below the fold here. Well, the Dia doesn't have folders properly. It has like the grouping feature, which is kind of similar, but not the same. I don't know. Anyways, but you will see that you can pin some things on the top here, which are also going to be persistent across profiles. So right now you're looking at my personal space. Now check it out how fast I'm going to switch to another profile, another space like my work one. I just slide to the right. That's it. I'm on my Micromentor work profile. I'm going to slide again. I'm on my consulting profile. I'm going to slide again. I'm on my content creation profile. And you see how easy it is. There's only one Arc window that's open. So if I minimize it, I no longer have any of my Arc windows open, right? If I have to get back to it, I can just do that super fast. And then another amazing thing that the browser company did for Arc was to create a tab switcher within this web browser. So check this out. If I just control tab, I can actually see what are my last 5 tabs that were open and just transition between them. So this is inside of Arc. So if I'm shopping for something here in my personal profile, and then I'm going to go ahead and do some, content creation work here in Replicate, I don't have to go all the way back to my personal profile by doing this. Instead, I can just pick Control Tab and go back to my shopping, right? Again, I can hit the same thing, and you see how fast that is. We're transitioning between profiles. Of course, all of your accounts are going to remain active. All of your Gmail accounts are consistent across profiles and stuff. And man, this was just the best experience ever. You can see that I'm a little bit frustrated here with the browser company. And I know that they had to make the move to Dia because that was the future, right? Like AI is where the money is. So they had to go there. But at the same time, it's extremely frustrating as an old user to see this happening, to have this as the perfect solution and then be completely wrecked in a new product, which is supposed to be an even better product. So I don't know, guys, I just wanted to make this video to tell you why I can't love Dia and why I'm staying with the Arc browser. And if you've never tried Arc, I would encourage you to download it and try it out. I am sure, incredibly sure, that the browser company will continue to take features from Arc into Dia, but how long that'll take, I have no idea. And for now, I'm staying with Arc. If you want to know another one of those apps like Arc that you cannot miss out, just hit the video up there. That's going to be my favorite messenger app, which just integrates a lot of different messaging apps into one. So that's amazing too. And if not, I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you did. Bye-bye.